All right, everybody, it's time for the March 10th, 2025, Ride Across America ride recap. I was lost track of what I was trying to say there. Trying to make it all dramatic and interesting for my 36 subscribers. Today was tough. Today was another tough day. So before I do the ride recap, let me do a weekend recap, because the recap for the weekend is much better. Spent the weekend at a friend's house, a Coast Guard friend. We were stationed together in St. Pete. Her name is Cassie. She lives in Tallahassee. I like that rhymes, so I call her Cassie in Tallahassee. My friend Cassie is such an awesome host. She picked me up on my bike on her way home from work Friday. And then made me an amazing dinner, and was just so awesome to hang out with and catch up for 2 days while it just poured rain in Tallahassee over the weekend. There was a flooding watch, tornado watch. It was awesome weather, but it was good weather to sit inside, relax, and catch up. And that's what we did. We binge watched a show that she likes, so now I like that show, and I'll probably start binge watching. 2 days hanging out with a friend was definitely an early highlight on this trip. This trip's been pretty up and down since I started, but so far I've made it from St. Augustine to tonight I'm in Quincy, Florida. Only did 36 miles today. I know that's not that bad, but the weather kept getting worse. Traffic kept getting worse. I found a few sections of Highway 90 that were uphill and no shoulder, no sidewalk. So I rode in the right-hand lane, 2 lanes in both directions. And even though there was nobody in the left-hand lane, cars kept coming up behind me in the right-hand lane, blowing their horn, yelling at me, instead of just going around me in the left-hand lane. It was a very frustrating day. But I did do 36 miles. And when I started riding through Quincy, noticed it was getting very dark ahead of me. Looked at the weather, and it certainly looks like there's some storms headed this way from the north. So I found a cheap, well, not as cheap as it should be looking at the building, but a cheap motel for the night. Man. Days like today kind of beat me down, but tomorrow's another day. Just gonna hang out in this little motel room, and there's nothing really here in Quincy. But a few gas stations I saw, and a Piggly Wiggly grocery store. I didn't know Piggly Wiggly still existed, but I guess if you find a poor enough southern town, you'll find one. So yeah, not much of a recap today. 36 miles, climbed almost 2,000 feet of elevation. I guess this area out from Tallahassee to here is just rolling hills. So there were some downhill coasting, still against the wind, so it wasn't like I was coasting very fast. And some pretty steep uphills, but they were short. Florida's the flattest state in the country, so I just have to get through these hills. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say. Today was rough, but I had a great weekend, so more to come. See what the weather does tomorrow. And it's not a race. So it can take me as long as I need to get to California. I'll get to California eventually. That's it for today.